Begin transmission. Greetings, we are Anonymous, also known as the Collective. Today's date is Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. Today, we are going to discuss ideas on how to prepare for a nuclear fallout event. Keep in mind this is not all-inclusive and can vary from family to family. Regardless of whether or not you are a shelter-in-place family or bug-out family, a secondary plan for the non-preferred method should be considered and prepped as an emergency alternative. We will first discuss a family staying put or shelter-in-place plan. Select a safe room. Identify the most fortified room in your home, ideally in the basement or the center of your house, away from windows and outer walls. This room should have the fewest windows and be easy to seal off. Sealing and fortification: use plastic sheeting and duct tape to seal all windows, doors, and vents. Block chimneys or fireplaces to prevent radioactive dust from entering. Store at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for a minimum of 2 weeks. Consider additional water purification tablets or filters. Stockpile non-perishable foods such as freeze-dried meals, canned goods, and high-energy snacks. Include a manual can opener, potassium iodide tablets to block radioactive iodine, as well as radiation detection devices, Geiger counters, if possible. First aid kits, prescription medications, over-the-counter pain relievers, and antiseptic. Consider extra supplies for children, elderly, and special medical needs. Personal hygiene items such as soap, toothpaste, toilet paper, and hand sanitizers. Sanitation supplies for waste disposal, like bags or buckets with lids. Flashlights, battery-powered radios, with extra batteries, and emergency tools for emergency repairs. Set up a communication plan with extended family and friends. Agree on a rallying point or method to check in if separated. Tune into emergency broadcast systems, weather radios, and local news for updates on radiation levels and evacuation procedures. Remain in the shelter for a minimum of 48 hours to avoid the highest levels of radiation exposure. Only leave when radiation levels decrease, or if absolutely necessary for food, water, or medical assistance. The family bug-out plan. Evacuating to an alternate location. Select a bug-out location that is at least 50 to 100 miles away from major urban centers or known targets. In a region less likely to be affected by fallout. A location in a rural area, ideally with natural barriers such as mountains, rivers, or dense forests that could shield against radiation. Pack 72-hour kits with high-calorie, non-perishable foods and at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. Consider portable filtration devices. Sturdy clothing, durable boots, weather-appropriate gear, jackets, hats, gloves, and radiation-resistant outer layers, coveralls or ponchos. A comprehensive first aid kit, including radiation exposure treatments like potassium iodide tablets, burn ointments, and antiseptics. Multi-purpose tools, maps, fire starting kits, and compact cooking gear. A flashlight and extra batteries, a whistle, and a compass are critical. Firearms, knives, and other self-defense tools for protection during evacuation and while at the alternate location. Communication is a must. Secure a portable, hand-crank or solar-powered radio, a satellite phone, if available, or a two-way radio to stay in touch. Know several routes to your bug-out location to avoid heavily trafficked or likely contaminated roads. Leave as early as possible to avoid traffic gridlock and to stay ahead of fallout clouds. Always evacuate immediately if advised by authorities or if you notice signs of radiation contamination. Set up your alternate shelter as soon as you arrive. Secure food, water, and any necessary supplies. Begin using radiation detection devices to assess contamination level. Prepare for extended stays by setting up a self-sufficient lifestyle, grow food, hunt, and fish if possible. Prioritize maintaining low-profile activity to avoid drawing attention from other survivors. There is so much uncertainty in the world right now. This type event has a high mortality rate and survival would test the toughest of mankind. Keep in mind, we are never alone. Help is always a prayer away. Strong faith defeats the fear that the event was partially designed for. We hope this gave you a baseline for getting your nuclear fallout preparations started or perfected. We are the voice of the silent. We are the eyes of the blind. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. End transmission.